Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys meal prep for a lightened up version of a breakfast Monte Cristo. So to get these started off, I'm going to be weighing out my sliced meat. Here I have Kirkland's chicken breast and also Kirkland's ham. I'm doing an ounce of each of these per sandwich. It's going to be 0 for the chicken and it'll end up being 1 point for the ham. So I'm going to get this weighed out, and then I'm also going to be doing like a slice of cheese and some fat-free cheese. I'm going to be taking 1 slice of this Jarlsberg Lite reduced fat Swiss cheese and placing a piece on top of each little meat mountain that I made. This is just so that my assembly goes really fast when I am prepping these on the stove. And this cheese is great. It is only 1 point per slice. So I'm going to get that all set up and then I'll see you guys at the stove. So I am using a larger pan for this. I had already cooked one up, but I didn't realize my camera wasn't on. So here's the second sandwich. In a large pan, I just sprayed that with some nonstick cooking spray. I am adding a 1/4 cup of egg beaters and also a 1/4 cup of liquid egg whites. That is not going to count for any points. I have my stove set on more of like a medium-ish heat, but it's bubbling up just because I had already cooked a sandwich and it is nice and hot. So to my eggs, I'm going to be taking 2 slices of this white keto bread that I got at Costco. I will say, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I did not really like this bread. I probably won't buy it again. I just like the sugar-free bread. That's more my style. I just like the taste and texture better. So all I'm doing there is just placing the bread on the egg whites. That way they kind of stick. Well, the eggs in general. But it's going to stick. And then when those egg whites are done cooking, I'm going to be flipping all of this over. This is a TikTok hack that I saw a while ago, and I love making breakfast sandwiches like this. It helps the eggs to cook if you put a lid over the pan. So I'm going to cook that and then give this one big old flip. So here's the only tricky part about this and these breakfast sandwiches is this flip that I'm about to do right here. This is the better one that I did, so I'm glad I recorded this one. So you're just going to take a longer spatula or anything that you have, and you're going to try and flip that all over, keeping the eggs and the bread intact. And then with that spatula, I'm going to be folding in those sides of the eggs right there. Now I'm going to add that 1 slice of Jarlsberg light Swiss cheese and my meat that I had already weighed out. This is why I weighed out that meat ahead of time though, just because I'm going to be cooking these sandwiches back to back. And I don't like fiddling with my scale as I'm trying to cook something fast. So that was a little bit of a time saver there. So I have my chicken, my ham, and then I'm also going to be adding on some fat-free shredded cheddar cheese on top of that ham. That way my sandwich kind of stays nice intact. That cheese kind of acts like a glue, and I'm not adding more than 28 grams. So that is 0 points for the fat-free shredded cheddar cheese. I'm just going to be pressing this down a bit with my spatula and then adding a lid on top of this. That way that fat-free cheese does melt. And I want both sides of the bread to be nice and crispy. So these are going to go for about 2 minutes on each side. All I have left to do is put these inside of the meal prep containers. I told Eric I made an extra one. I like to try everything, obviously, before I put a recipe out or anything. Eric and I, my fiance, we both love these. Like I said, I would just use a different bread next time. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm putting them in the prep containers. I end up doing them in fourths, so they are super easy to just kind of grab and go in the morning. I will be microwaving these for 1 minute and then air frying them for a few minutes until that bread is nice and crispy. On the sides of my sandwich, what is a Monte Cristo without some jam and powdered sugar. It might sound weird, but it is the perfect amount of like sweet and savory here. So all I did was just use 28 grams of Great Values sugar-free blackberry jam for 0 points. And then I also had some of this sweet leaf powdered sugar, and I did right under a half a tablespoon for 0 points, and I only ended up using like a quarter of that. So I'm just going to finish cutting these all up, putting them in my meal prep containers, and then that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.